options are, it's just like a format where you can find the coin in any format, right? I mean, just like when you look up a stock, there's a whole different places to look for it. So when you type in your coin, let's say we're looking at core, right? And I'm going to change some settings here. So on this particular session here, it's called all sources. And this is called all types. Now there's also where most of the time when you come to symbol search, your settings will be on all, meaning stocks, funds, futures, forex, crypto, bonds, economy, right? And since we're looking at crypto, right, we would just first select crypto, and that's going to get a lot of these options out of here, because all it is that the ticker core is available if you have all. It's available on all these exchanges to the right. So it's, forex, mexi, europe, um, just tons, right? And if you have a ticker that might be a stock, it'll take you into stocks as well. So to separate our crypto from everything, what we're going to do is basically, like, see here, I can type in core, and core would be in Germany, Colombia. There's all types of stuff. I mean, so now because we are in crypto, normally you would type USDT after it, and that will bring you to where you can see where it says core tether, right? And tether is just it's the coin that you're looking under, core and tether, which is just the pairing. Now you can look for core slash BTC, right? And there's some spots in there, or Ethereum or whatever, but 99.9% of the time you're looking at core USDT as the crypto. Now we can see that onto the right are the exchanges. So this is on OKY or OKX, Bybit, Mexi, Bitgate, Gate.io, Mexi, Bing, BitGet, Bybit, and Binance, and so on and so on, and Blowfin, and so on and so on and so on. So now to separate these to where it's like, if you, because every exchange has a different price and of the coin at the current time, because it's weird, but they're adjusting their prices as they move. So if their system is faster than the market system, it could be, or slower, it'll lag, and the prices will be different. Plus, when it comes to futures, futures is a different price than spot, meaning that even on the same exchange, let's say a coin's $1.11 on spot, and you go to futures, and futures might be $1.14, right? And that's because the futures, based on how much money is going into futures, can affect the price of the coin on the exchange. So in order to have the price that you want, which would be based on the exchange that you're trading. So, for instance, if let's say we use the exchange MEXC a lot, right? So what we would do is we would type in core USDT, and then we would look for this section here that says spot crypto MEXC, and that just would take us to the chart that is in correlation with core USDT, but on the exchange MEXC. Now, and that's just to make sure that you have the same price in your, if you're trading your spot, it's the same price in spot as on your chart that you're looking at, as the same as MEXC spot. Now, what we use is called futures. So futures would be, or what they call the perpetual, right? Perpetual market, or perpetual contracts. And to get perpetual contracts, we would simply put a dot and then a P, and what that means is I only want to see core USDT.P, which means every contract that I see here is futures, right? Perpetual futures, right? This means that I know that this coin can be traded on futures on Bybit, Mexi, OKX, BitGet, BingX, Blowfin, ZoomX, right? So this is everywhere I can trade this coin in the perpetual futures market, right? Now, to take it a step further, because I'm not on um, these other exchanges, I use MEXC or I use Blowfin, I can actually pick the exact exchange. So instead of all, right, which what we have here, so what we would do is, let's copy this out and delete it. So what would happen is when I pull up the options for a coin or the ticker, you have the options of all. I would simply go to crypto, because that's what I'm trading. And now the only thing that I see are options for crypto, right? So no futures exchange like stocks, bonds, and all that. The second thing is once you select crypto, there's a thing called all sources. Now, simply what this is every exchange that there is out there that is, trading available. And since we use a particular one, MEXC, or whatever you're using, Blowfin, you would just type it in. And once you put MEXC in there, you make it your MEXC Global. So now the only coin, when I type in a ticker, the only exchange I'm going to see is MEXC. So if it's not on MEXC, then I won't see it on, I won't actually pop up here. So for instance, let's say what's not on MEXC. Let's say I'm trying to think, but there's particular coins that won't be on MEXC because it's not tradable. So if you type in a ticker and it's not there, MEXC won't show up, right? So now the other thing is, so when I type in core, notice here that I have only MEXC options, right? So I don't have to type in USDT. I don't have to type any of that. But when I type in core, it says that there's a core USDT.P, which is for my perpetual futures. There's also core DAO, which is USDT, which is a spot trading ability inside of MEXC for making um, normally DAOs are where you get cash back or some type of program on there. And then these are the options for core inside of MEXC. Now, if I type in USDT, it'll give me the options to trade spot, core DAO spot, which is the USDT, or the core tether perpetual futures, which is basically futures, right? Now, if I put my .p, that's only going to show me the futures options uh, for core, right? So here's your futures up here. So now I have my core futures. So when you type in a thing, right, you want to set this up, you can select just crypto so that we're not seeing stocks and bonds. And then if you want to select a particular exchange that you use, you can. Um, and the most important thing is just putting in USDT.P just so that you know there's futures. Now, if nothing pops up on the coin, there are no futures options. Sometimes what you do is just delete .P, and then so you can see if it's even like a spot trading option, right? Because sometimes it'll be a spot trading option on an exchange, but it won't be a futures option where you can put leverage, right? Where you can 10x, 50x, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how you look up, your coins in what you type in for this symbol. So for us, because we are using a particular exchange, we just set it to that exchange, or for me. But I'm always using core USDT.P. So after every ticker, I type in USDT.P, and that's pretty much how I look at my coin. So let's say if I wanted to look up XRP, I would get rid of core, and I leave my USDT, and then I would hit that, and then what will happen is that will bring up my XRP on my MEXC because I'm using perpetual futures. So when I look at this chart, this is the XRP chart for futures, right? In this particular chart here, we can see the price is 53.19, 53.17. So let's say if I got rid of .p and I just went here and I went to here, notice that the price for XRP is actually 53.20 on the spot trading. So right now on spot trading, XRP is 53.21, but on futures, if I was actually trading in futures, uh, the price would be 53.14. So that's why when you're looking at, some people are looking at their charts and they're trying to trade their futures and the chart has a different price. It's because they don't have their .p, so they're actually on the wrong chart at that particular time. So that's what's key there, is you want to make sure if you're trading futures and you're using anything with leverage that you're on the right trading view chart, because there are quite a few of them on there depending what you're looking at. And XRP also has different what we call pairings, right? Like BTC. So here's Ripple and Bitcoin on MEXC. Different prices again. Like this is a Bitcoin and Ripple pairing that they have on MEXC. So you just want to make sure when you do your search that you are using your USDT .p for your futures. and that'll keep it so that your charts are correct. So to get the correct chart, you want core USDT.P, and that'll bring up your futures. Now, if you didn't have MEXC Global in here, then you would see the futures for all of it. So you can trade futures on Bybit, MEXC. So this is just telling you what exchanges that core USDT can be used on futures. So you can buy on Bybit, MEXC, OKX, BingX, Bitgate, Blowfin, Bybit, uh, Binance. So you can see that all these exchanges have options for, well, these up here, core. So BingX, Bitgate, Bybit, ZoomX, Blowfin, HTX. So this is everywhere if you wanted to do futures on core, or if somebody asked you, where could I do futures on core? Here are your options. You could go from ZoomX, Blowfin, Femex, HTX, Bitgate, BingX, OKY, MEXC, Bybit. I don't see any. So if somebody was on, like, say, for instance, Binance, there's no Binance option for futures on core. But for me, slide back in there. I'm only using MEXC right now. So I just want to see all the coins that are available on MEXC. So if you wanted to figure out what you could trade on MEXC, you could type in a coin, put .p, have your MEXC up, and then from here, I can see that Solana's on MEXC, Pepe, WIF, uh, SHIB, Phantom, Engine, PEG. All right, so you can take a look at all these coins here, and you can see all the options that you can trade on um, MEXC futures here. So here's Tone, CKB, Cody, Ape. So these are all the options for that. And as you get a little more, there are a lot of bonuses to TradingView where you can set up, like, um, you can actually take these coins, and when you right click them or click on them, you can add them to your favorites list on the right. And then, as you can see here, um, all the symbols are here, but I can look through all the crypto on my right hand side, and I can see um, the percentages, the changes, right? So if something's down a lot, then you can get into it and make a move buying the bottom or the pullback, and then you can just go by percentages, right? So you see a lot of percentages over here. So um, a lot of the market's going to be up right now because we're going into the next 3 weeks of the normal cycle, pump or fizzle out or whatever. We're going to see. We don't really know with this new ETF thing. So, but normally it pumps till May 12th, May 15th, and then it starts its slow decline until July. But we don't know what the ETFs are going to do for Bitcoin because Bitcoin holds the market. And the next move that is going to be an essential here, which is what the narrative should be, is that what's going to happen now that you have a coin like Bitcoin that has um, industrial, industry money, like corporate money in it, has the baby boomers in it. The question is, which is what I think everybody's probably thinking is, why are where like meme coins have underlining assets. So the underlining assets are normally what affects the biggest price of the coin, right? So right now Solana coins should be going back up because they were at 140, and now Solana's climbing back up, which will let you know that actually, you know what? I need to look at this. That'll let you know that you have that the market's starting to move again, right? So for instance, here's a coin called LFG, right? It's not on MEXC futures because it's not doesn't have a .p. But if I get rid of the .p, I can see that it is on MEXC, but it's only on spot. So now I can pull that trade up. I can pull that chart up. Now I can't do futures on this, but if I wanted to look at this chart, which I do, I can see that if I wanted to buy this coin, I could buy it on MEXC, but I could only buy it on spot. And then if I wanted to see, let's say if I wanted to see um, if this coin was available on any exchanges for um, futures, I would just put .p and I would get rid of MEXC Global. And now, if it was available on futures on any exchange, it would show up here, but it's not. So this is Bitcoin. Um, so no futures for LFG, but it does have spot trading on Bitmark, CoinEx, MEXC, Uniswap, um, QuickSwap, Polygon, but no futures. So that's how you can figure out where a coin is or where it's at or how to buy it. You can kind of just search the markets there. Let's see here. So that's how you figure out where your coin is or put the right coin inside of your chart. Just make sure you put the tag and then USDT and then .p, and that'll at least give you futures. And then if you want to be more specific, you can choose your particular exchange, and that'll let you know if it's available on the exchange that you're trading. That makes sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the kind of like the and there's TradingView does a lot of you can do a lot on TradingView. You can move coins to the right, have them on a save list. Um, yeah, you can see percentages. You can track markets with it. It has a 100 different uses on there when you really dig into it, which are good for kind of like overview. So I use CoinMarketCap for looking at all the different prices and where things are. So if you're trading something, AOs, if you guys are trading something, you can simplest thing is basically go to rankings and like I was talking about the other day, um, buying the dips and just picking up the basics. So here's yesterday, if you were watching the crypto market, all these coins were in the red, and now we're seeing some big moves here. And you got 11% here on Near Protocol. Everything's about 1% moves up. You got IMX moving now, 8% on Pepe, 11%. This is SIA. So all the coins are starting to wake up again. And they're gonna be making their little moves. For me, if you're watching, I like to watch the markets based on the retail investors. So for me, I look at right now it's going to be Solana, and the reason why is because Solana is going to be kind of letting me know what the retail investors are doing with their meme coins, right? So Solana's had a moment where take a look at the last 7 days, which would be um, kind of what's been going on with the taxes and so forth. But yeah, just in the last 24 hours, we were at a dollar 147. We're starting to make that move. 7 days. Let's see what that was. Investors from Litecoin and Solana see higher returns with Calex. Mm, all right. You can see here that I mean, Solana hit a 124, $130 like 4 or 5 times, and then now it's starting to make its slow move to the top. We are still just at the end of this market cycle. So we are closing out over the next 3 weeks. So I don't should be some decent little pumps until May 12th, and then from there we're back to it's summertime. So hot dogs and vacations and all that good stuff. But that's how you look up your coins, and you can take advantage of making sure that you're on the right chart. So that way, what you see on your exchange and when you're trading is the same price that you see on your trading view. So that's how you look that up, brother.